also trying to explain is like, why this and not this is because it's harder to hide behind. You can get better protection. You can still use this as a stabby weapon. But again, it's got the problem of the person beside you and whatnot, but you got to pull back further. You can't pull that far back because there's somebody probably standing behind you. Because that's how they would do their formations. They have like 3 in the front, 3 more, and a few more. And every so once in a while they would rotate. The person who's always in the front would become the person in the back. And the person right behind them would just come forward. They could just keep marching forward as like a walking shield wall. And that was done for obvious reasons. Yeah, you getting fucking tired of swinging this fucking sword all day. And this would not be the sword you would use, not because it's better for striking, attacking, or anything, because yeah, in a one-on-one battle it's great, but because, yeah, I've got to be able to have this to protect me, to be able to keep my arm here, so when I'm getting hit with it, I can use, distribution better, where I'm holding it right, I'm not trying to hold it out here and still having like that, where this is going to give me a lot more of a, holding your shit back from when you're hitting me. And it's something like this, or the fucking little sword that you wear, I've only got to come this far back. So while you're hitting my fucking shield, at some point I can veer off a little bit and just bop, down, bop, veer it up, bop, veer it over, bop, veer it down, over, bop. Oh yeah, like I'm saying, they're coming here, you can hit it there, knock it off there, you can hit it there, you can knock it off there, you come here, you can knock it up, before you say, whoa, I could just go there. Yeah, there's a sword already in your face. As I'm doing this, I'm hitting you right, either in the ribs, in the fucking neck, depending on what your armor is. Because at that point of the Legion, the whole European full plate armor was not being utilized. And they were usually fighting Goths, Visigoths. And by Goths, I mean the Gothic people, countries. They weren't fighting people in heavy eye makeup and looking like fucking Edward Scissorhands. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Called the Visigoths. They were actually a nomadic group. Anyway, it's not important. They had one time worked for the Roman Legion, but then they became a pain in the ass or something. But the Romans and keep their words. I know it's a whole history of shit. I don't want to get into. At any rate, as much as I like that strike, that was not a very good strike because there's this person right behind you, and you fuck him up. Well, he's gonna be unhappy. 1, 2, you fucked up your army's strength, so your superiors are looking at this dumb fucking person. Oh, no, so that's why there was a lot of stabbiness. Because again, and then lying on after a while, you move to the back. The guy behind you, or girl behind you, comes up front. Also from the sides. People in the front here will probably move over there, and they'll move in there or something. So they're just always rotating. And you go all the way to the back, so maybe 3, I think. And there's a person who's going to be in the middle who's doing the high shield thing. And they're doing that, and then they come over forward, and it's just doom, da-doom, da-doom, da-doom. And sometimes, if they want, they can completely pinch and just have them keep coming forward at you, and the people in the back come around them and surround them. That became the pincer movement later when it became bigger and more of a thing, to where you could do it at a wider range, where it looks like, oh my god, look at this, they're backing up, we've got them, hey, where are the guys there behind us? Oh shit, they're behind us. Hi. Shit like that, That's why they did it that way. It had nothing to do with that a stab is better than a slice. Quite frankly, it had to do with the way the Legion were set up and their purpose. The whole strategy, remember, the biggest battlefield weapon was the arrow. And there was some fucking ballistas and shit, but that's a whole hell of a lot of fucking setup to fire a fucking ballista. I mean, you're not getting rapid fire ballista. I hate to break it to you. Turn the whole thing or set it up, or whatever. Anyway, basically, there's very little of anything you can do. You can probably do a quick slice or something, but mostly, since you're trying to block with the shield, get their shit off of you, push it over a little bit. You probably don't want to push it over here too much unless you're that person with Megan. But at any rate, because again, that puts him the guy by you, but his shield's probably open, he's just like, ugh, I can stab the fucker. You better hope you're not doing it while somebody else is stabbing him at the same time, or her, because that would fuck up their day. But again, that's the whole reason for the whole shield thing. And why it was like it was. Have these people up front walking, and they've got their stamps and everything, and the people behind them are just probably walking, and the people behind them have their shields up like this, kind of walking with you. Then every so once in a while, people in the front become the people in the back, and the people in the middle get to rest for a second. I think it was like 3 rows, maybe 4. I don't know. From what I remember and understand of this. So, yeah. That would be how it would work. It had nothing to do with it. This is a worse attack than this. It's this and you. You're not in the gladiator contest. They still used this. Why? Because it's an effective strike in a one-on-one situation. It's not effective in a battlefield when you're in formation. Maybe if you were all split up like they do in the movies and shit, or maybe before that, I don't know. I'm not really sure, did they ever actually do that in battle? I mean, there were people who stated that, but I don't know. So, okay, all I can tell you is, this wasn't used in single combat, instead of this being always used, for any of this being a better attack or anything. It was just formation. There's this person beside you. Person beside no. Kind of like as good as this is, every so once in a while you want to hit one of these. Or one of these. Or something, you know. Probably. Yeah, this is a decent punch, but you're not going to win your fight just doing this. I mean, you can go. There's always got to be a hook, a jab, an elbow, something. The more you have to utilize, the better you're going to be in those situations. Alright. Peace.